Hello again, peoples of the interwebs, it's the Lunatic, back again, doing my intro poorly, as I do every time, with the hello again, and then peoples of the interwebs will come back again, anyway, or something, whatever, anyway, I say again too many times in my intro. So, we're gonna pretend like the last hour didn't just happen, because I recorded a whole episode. Took me an hour to do it, because I was gonna fast forward through some terrible stuff that was happening, then the, OBS decided it didn't like that recording, and so it killed it. Killed it dead. And so here we are again. I've moved myself all the way back here, undid everything that I've done, which mostly I ran around and I lost horribly at Kolhii. So here's what happened, basically, right? So last episode, we finished upgrading all of our stats to 10, which I was under the impression was the max. Actually, here, hang on one second here. And so we went through, and I was trying to win against. I tried to beat Po-Koro, but my gosh, they're good. So I was like, okay, we'll go play against Ga-Koro, and we'll do Po-Koro last after we've had some practice. But I couldn't beat Ga-Koro. I tried a bunch of times, like I don't know, a lot more times than I should have had to try, and. Went online, tried to find some way of like, okay, how do you beat people in this game? How do you do it? Finally, after, I don't know, a dozen tries, half a dozen, it's too many tries, however many tries it was too many, I don't remember. It was more than half a dozen, but probably less than a dozen. Lots of clicking, because it was 16 clicks to get from Mata to get from the Kolhii field to Mata to get, and then back again, and that's not including all the playing and then having to go through Mata's stuff to say, hey, I want to play Kolhii. Anyway, it was actively becoming unfun. And so I decided I want to have fun with this game, and I have to try this. And so I went, and I set all of my stats to 100, except for strength. I missed that one, so I might actually have to go back, and I have to restart the game real quick here. And while I talk to you, actually, have I saved this? Yes, I have. I'm going to do that quick while I'm talking to you here, because basically, I was under the impression that you could only set your stats, or your stats maxed out at 10. And I was under this impression because I think it was speed, and I upgraded that to like 32. Something crazy, right? And hang on, I'm trying to find the game now. I've lost it. There we go. Upgraded it to 32, and that changed nothing. It was no different between 10 and 32. So I was like, okay. We're just gonna try and see what happens if we set to 100. And if that doesn't make any difference, well then, I was honestly getting ready to have to cheat my wins anyway. I put myself all the way back here for the start of this episode so that I would actually have time to talk while I walked, but I forgot about that, and so here we are walking now, after I've done a lot of the talking. But anyway, so all my stats are at 100 now, and I can actually play Kolhii against people. I can win, and I can win pretty solidly. So this is my revenge episode, where I go and I just beat everybody, showing them how it feels to be a human player, basically. Because I don't know. It's a fun game, it really is. But man, Kolhii in this game, not particularly fun. Especially when you're lied to by things about what your stats can be. Like, I looked on the wiki, I looked in the README text that downloads with this, and it's like, oh yeah, pick a number between 1 and 10, and you're good. That's what you do. I'm like, okay, cool. 1 through 10. That's the max, which means that they, probably have 10s in their own things, and then different levels in other stats. But nah, Ga-Koro exactly as fast as me, stronger than me, far more accurate than me. Probably higher willpower, I don't know. They had higher everything than me. And it wasn't fun. Po-Koro definitely had all higher stats than me. Every single one of them was higher. I would not have been surprised about Ta-Koro being the same. I think Anu-Koro has really low stats because you're supposed to beat them before you can get pretty much any other stats going. So, that being said, though, it's all madness in the end. And so I was just like, ugh, can't do this. And so here we are. We're going to go and we're going to beat Po-Koro. I still feel a little bit shady about this, but I don't know. again, I want the game to be fun. I hope you all don't mind that I cheated a little bit here. Honestly, I didn't even think that this would work, so we'll just, I spend so much time in between episodes anyway, we'll just pretend like I was updating my stats in between, upgrading. And, I could have lied to you and said, oh yeah, no, I went and I couldn't win, and so I upgraded all my stats to 100, but nah. I figure I'll be honest about it, and we'll just move forward from there. So that's enough time talking about that. Let's go to Po-Koro, where they've got their awesome music and everything. We're going to hope that this episode doesn't get corrupted, because I will be quite annoyed if it does. We've already spent 6 minutes rambling on about stoof and things, and I have other things that I really want to get to today. Minecraft Earth came out, actually, which is a game that I would have... It's an augmented reality game where it's like Pokemon Go, but for Minecraft, right? So you walk around, you collect resources, and then you run into adventures out and about, usually near parks, and then you can play the adventures in augmented reality. So that means that your camera is going, and it has, inside of it, you place a Minecraft, like an 8x8 chunk of stuff. So you get to actually play in Minecraft, but in like the real world, through your phone. It's really cool. It's a lot of fun. But I work during most daylight hours, and it doesn't work at the night because your camera cannot find flat surfaces to place these adventures on. And so, I've got to play that. But I'm also working on another project at the moment that I really want to finish entirely today, and I started it. But a lot of the work that I've done on it just hasn't worked out super great, and I've got some other things that I've got. It's complicated. You'll know what it is eventually. It's a trailer for something, so I'll give you that much info. But for now, here we are in Po-Koro. Ready to talk to Onewa, and I'm ready to face the team from Po-Koro. Let's go and face Huki and Hafu. Alrighty, let's see here. Excuse me. Okay, are you ready to see the actual force of good stats? Oh yeah. Let's, oh, come on. Now, I will say, Maku's stats did not get upgraded. Oh, okay. They might actually score against us, which is really saying something, all things considered, because, yeah, my stats are legitimately 100 on each of them. So, oh, okay, sweet, I'll take that. No, come on, give it back, give it back, give it back. Wow, my stats are at an unreasonably high level, and I'm still struggling against Po-Koro. Like, that says something about the insanity of this game. And the fact that it really, really... Whoa! Okay, maybe I don't actually want strength that high, because if I miss, then that's pretty bad. Can you just... Can you actually throw the ball? Or, like, do anything of help and use? Oh my gosh. I think it went in there, but it's just bouncing out too powerfully. Maybe we don't want 100 in each stat. Maybe we only want like 50. Yeah, maybe this is how we score against ourselves. Crap. Okay. I know I got it that time. Just, it bounced out. Okay. This is suboptimal. Hey, there we go. Okay. We got one goal. Geez, strength at 100 is more than just a little absurd, gotta say. So, I would have really laughed if you'd scored on yourself there. Oh, okay. You confused me a little bit, but you know what? That's okay. Whoa! I'm sorry, Maku. I didn't mean to hit you in the face that hard. Woohoo! 2! Okay, I don't like strength being up at 100. I will fully admit that. I may turn that down to like 20 or something. After we've won this match, of course. Ooh, sorry, Hafu. Sorry, Hookie. Not really, but, okay. I think we're figuring it out. Maybe we'll leave it be. Oh, man alive. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. 4! Woohoo! Jeez Louise. Just remember how badly they beat us last time. It was bad. Like, I remember 13-1, and I think that one was a self, a score them scoring on themselves, basically. Nice. We're at 6. Oh yeah, right. I forget how these numbers work. It's confusing. Sorry, Hafu. I didn't mean to boot you in the face. Wow, you really are in pain. Oh! Well, I guess that's only fair if we score on ourselves a wee bit. Oof. Okay. Maybe I should turn up accuracy to like 1,000 so that I just never miss. Because that missing can be dangerous. We're at 7, so 3 is 8, 4 is 9. Oh, that looked like that was painful. Woohoo! So now we're at 8. Okay. Oh man. We've beaten Po-Koro. I'm gonna just go update that real quickly here with a 1 in my save file, and I'm gonna save that in its face. Okay. Let's run and talk to. Hang on. Oh man. My volume is about as low as I can have it be through my headphones, and it's still so loud. So loud. Okay, we'll talk to Onewa really quickly. Man, I feel so slow now. Okay, a remarkable victory. Hali Huki was well known as the best Kolhii player in all of Mata Nui, and you have beaten him. Topohatu and all of Po-Koro are amazed. Okay, goodbye. Whew. It was good. That felt good. Like even though we cheated a little bit, it felt good. Because technically I could have done this on my own, in my own time. Going around, upping the stats, probably ruining my mouse by clicking so much for the different things. But, sorry, don't mind my puppy chow eating. I don't know, does anybody know what puppy chow is? Like, how many people know that? It's like Chex Squares with powdered sugar and peanut butter and chocolate, usually, in some combination. It's really good stuff. And I have one sitting open here, and I should really close it so that I'm not tempted to eat more. But there was one sticking up. It was just so tempting. So, Okay. Let's go to. Let's go to Ga-Koro next. I think we gotta go to Ga-Koro next because we've beaten Onukoro as the first thing that we did. We've beaten Po-Koro now. Ga-Koro's the next one on the road. And then I guess we'll go to Takua next after that. Maybe? Yeah, I suppose we'll go to Takua next. So that'll be good. And then it'll be Ga-Koro. And that's what the 4 teams we haven't beaten, right? Or the other 3 teams you haven't beaten are Ga-Koro, Takua, and Ga-Koro. Sweet. And then on to the championship, I believe. Waggle eyebrows. Waggly. Okay. Let us see here. Man, the travel. Honestly, I feel so slow at this point. After running around so quickly on the Kolhii field, I think those stats should indeed translate to the quote IRL in the game. Excuse me. I don't know if I mentioned this in this episode or if it was in something else or whatever, but I slept for a good 13-14 hours last night. It was great. But I'm still tired. I went to bed at 6 p.m. yesterday. Like, not quite intentionally. I was still in my clothes, but I went up and I was falling asleep at my computer trying to work on some stuff, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go elsewhere. And I went upstairs to sit down and watch some YouTube or something, but there was nobody, or there was nowhere really to sit, and so I just went up to my room, and I went up and I laid down in bed, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch some YouTube, and I watched some YouTube, and then I fell asleep massively, and woke up at 10 p.m. I was like, okay, well, it's too late for me to stay up or to get up now. So I was like, I'll just go back to bed. I'll probably wake up around like 4 in the morning. And at that point, I can get up. I can do some recording. I can do some editing. I can do some other stuff. And then I slept. I woke up a few times again, but not like hugely. And it was never enough to be like, oh, I should wake up. The first time that happened, where I woke up, where I'm like, okay, I should actually wake up now. The sun was already up, and I'm like, okay, that's a little bit disturbing. But whatever, that's okay. And so I I looked at my phone, and it was after 9 a.m., not 9 p.m. So I was in bed for like a good 15 hours, which is a lot of time to be in bed, if we're all perfectly honest. Hey, Mata, clack, click. Right. Matoro, toot, work, clack, clack. Hey, Nuju, I'm ready to face the team. Okay, goodbye. Now, I have no idea where the Kolhii field here is, so that'll be interesting to figure out. Oh, hang on a second. So that other project that I'm working on, it's been a week. 30 minutes ago. 7 morning. Okay, never mind. That's all good. I don't know where the Kolhii field is now that I'm thinking about it, which is, I think it's down below, isn't it? Like, if we go down here, then we can get to the Kolhii field. Yes, here we go. Here's the Kolhii field. What is that? Is that mark in the game? That black patch? Must be. Yeah, Po-Koro Kolhii field is probably what that says. Po-Koro Kolhii field. Hey, here we are, ready to beat, who is it? Matoro and Kopik. Okay, something to note here that I find interesting. These numbers are in regular human-y numbers, as opposed to the BioNicle stuff. Okay, there we go. Which I find that so weird. Like, all the other ones are written in BioNicle font, and then you have these ones. And yeah. So anyway, let's see here. What's happened? Why is it borked? It's broken. Well, I guess we're gonna have to count this one as a win. Despite the fact that we can't do anything. We're stuck here a little bit. So I don't really know what to do about this situation. I guess we just have to wait it out now, which is kind of boring. Well, let's have a chat then. When did you get into BioNicle? If you're watching this, I would assume that you were into BioNicle at some point or another, right? So if you were, how did you get into it? When did you get into it? I got into it. Let's see here. I got my first two BioNicle. It was Pohatu and Gali, the original sets. Back in 2001, I want to say. I think it was for, let's see here, 2001, we would have just moved, and it must have been for my birthday. Yeah, I'm thinking it was for my birthday that I got them. And then for Christmas that year, I think. No, that would have been, the next year I got Nuva. And I didn't really know what was going on. I knew that they were fun sets to build and whatnot, and that was a lot of fun. And the whole fighting thing and being able to knock off the masks and whatnot was absolutely incredible. I loved that. My brother and I, when he got, let me think here, who did he end up with? Because I got Pohatu and Gali. He got Kopaka. Like the original Kopaka Mata set. And did he get anybody else? Tahu, no, he never had Tahu. He never had Lewa, or who's the last one that we're missing here? Onua. Oh yeah, he had Kopaka and Onua. And so we'd play and we'd fight, each other, and we kind of did this weird little thing where when you won a match, you got to trade some sort of part, or you got to take a part from them. So you would take, like a piece of their armor or one of their weapons or something like that to make it a little bit more difficult to fight. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. And honestly, I kind of missed that with the whole BioNICLE thing in the later eras. Was after the Toa Nuva, when you got to the Taka Nuva set and like that era with the Rakshi. And then, yeah, you had Taka Nuva. And then moving forward from there, instead of the masks being able to be knocked off easily, they had pegs in them that are like the cross pegs. Instead of little nubs that held them in. They were actually stuck onto their faces, so you could no longer just knock them off. You could pull them off if you were really clever about it. But you totally lost that interactive element. And, even though you could still, they still moved and you could do fighting things with them, you couldn't actually pull off the masks. So the Toa Metru were like that. That was a pain in the butt. And their faces didn't work well with the old masks either. So, I don't know. That's when I got into BioNICLE. That's kind of how I got into it. And I'm curious to know what your guys' experience with the whole thing is, as we have just beaten Po-Koro. So, let's see here. What are we at? We're at 21 minutes. Let's go beat... You know what? Okay, I think we're going to save the beating of another team. Yeah, that's got to be a mark in the game. It's not on my computer screen. Yeah, because it's not right there now. Okay. We're going to go... We're going to save beating the next two teams for the next episode, I think. We'll go to Takoro and then Ga-Koro. And then we'll see what happens from there, I guess. Oh, no. I don't actually want to talk to you. I want to walk right through you. We'll talk to Matoro, not Nuchu. I'm grateful that you and Mata Nui gave us this victory, Hali, although it is not to last. Your time among Ihu is not finished. Nuchu says Ga-Koro will not reach the championship. What? What? Nuchu? He's transcended our speech. I speak for him. Is there something you may ask of him? I would like to practice with... I'm very confused. Whatever. In any case, I'm going to bid you all ta-ra, just as I have done to Matoro and Nuchu. Peoples of the interwebs, when next we meet, we will play the team from Takoro, and we'll go on from there. So, hope you've been enjoying this series. I hope you don't mind the bit of cheating that I've done. It won't matter anyway, because in the next episode, I'll be recording that right after I'm done with this one, actually, probably. So I won't hear any feedback until that episode's done. Maybe even until the series is done, depending on if I continue to record today. But we'll see what happens. In any case, ta-ra, peoples of the interwebs, ta-ra.